Hi everyone, I'm Flynn and we are back with another video on a CAAPID application essential. Congratulations on taking the next step towards applying to your advanced standing dental program in the US. It's going to be a very hard journey, but you're going to love it. Today we are breaking down one of the most underrated parts of your CAAPID application, supplemental questions and answers. These short school-specific prompts could be the deciding factor between an interview and an admit. So in the next 15 minutes, we'll explain what they are, when to expect them, how schools use them, practical frameworks for every question type, 5 pro tips to make your answer stand out, and 5 critical rules every applicant must follow. Let's begin. Flynn, why 5? Because we turned 5. Caapid SImplified turns 5. Alright, let's first crack the basics. What does supplemental mean? It just means additional material. In the CAAPID context, supplemental answers are school-specific, short essays or form responses that school requests from you, either inside the CAAPID portal or their own portal or via email. These may be short answer boxes, multiple question supplementals or long answer essay prompts. Now, why do they matter? Why are they important? Program fit. Schools want to know why you belong in their program, not why dentistry is great in general. Communication and judgment. These answers reveal your ability to reason clearly and act professionally. Motivation and maturity. They show how your experience shaped you, your clinical judgments and goals. Differentiation. When GPAs and exams and everything else look similar, this could just be your ticket to enter. A practical example of this is a transcript that shows that you took prosthodontics, while a supplemental answer shows a thought process behind you choosing that field, how you practiced it, and the program element that will help you grow with it. That context is what completes the admissions picture. So now we know what they are. Now let's examine when these schools send the supplemental applications. Immediate or in-portal supplementals. The first group of schools send supplementals pretty quickly, sometimes immediately, like just a few days, as soon as CAAPID marks your file as complete. You will see that these supplementals either are inside your CAAPID school section, the school information section itself, or you'll get an email automatically once the application is verified. One good example is Loma Linda University. They send out their supplementals shortly after CAAPID verifies your file. Applicants often receive that email within days. UCLA's PPID program also usually emails the supplementals within about 2 to 3 weeks, not even 2 weeks of CAAPID application, sometimes earlier. UIC Chicago also falls in this category. They actually instruct their applicants on the page to submit a supplemental after CAAPID, and they tend to send their link very soon after they receive your primary. I think even Colorado does that, right? You have to wait for their email. So if you apply to schools like this, don't be surprised if your inbox starts filling up quite immediately and soon after you submit your supplementals. Fee-linked activation. The second group of schools won't really show you any supplemental questions until you pay their school-specific supplemental fee. So the moment you pay, the portal unlocks or you get an email with the next steps. Magic! This is super common in advanced standing programs. Examples would be UOP, for example. They have clearly stated that after the $100 supplemental fee, you get the supplementals. It becomes accessible. University at Buffalo, they email you instructions to pay the supplemental fee and then subsequently everything gets activated. UPenn. Penn Dental Medicine starts processing your application only after they receive the supplemental fee, so your timing for the rest of the application really depends on that step. Western University also has a hard deadline attached to the supplemental fee as well. So with these schools, the supplemental is kind of locked until you take that fee step. And if you delay paying it, please remember that it's like dominoes, right? The rest of your application also sort of falls apart in terms of deadline and timeline. Now the seasonal waves. Aside from those delivery models, there's also a yearly pattern, what we call seasonal waves, and these can really help you understand whether your timeline is working. The early wave, June to July. These are the programs with early deadlines or schools that start reviewing right away. Classic examples are NYU, early June deadline, UCSF, a mid-June deadline. Now, these schools tend to push supplementals out faster, their interviews faster, because your entire cycle starts early. The heat wave. I don't want to say fire, but fire. August to October. This is when the majority of advanced standing programs process applications, request supplementals, and start interviews. Examples, Columbia has an August deadline, UOP, which falls squarely in this mid-cycle window as well. Now, if you applied over the summer, then expect most of your supplementals and interviews to come in this heavy zone. The rolling wave, which includes from the time from November to Feb as well. Because these schools operate on a rolling basis, the reviews run well into the winter. And the classic example for this is BU. BU's system is on a rolling basis, which is why you can expect to hear from them until the next year, until February, sometimes Jan, it goes up all the way. So if you have applied to these schools, don't lose hope. You might just get a call after all. And this is also the time when the waitlist moves. So if you're expecting a call from these schools, the movement of the waitlist can also happen and work in favor of you.